Welcome back to our channel. This is a continuation to our previous video on the basics of Excel. In this video, you will also learn some of the basics of Excel that you should know. We are currently in the spreadsheet area and we will be inserting some information into the spreadsheet. The rectangular boxes are called the cells and you can insert text or numbers into the cells by clicking on it or double-clicking on it. Let's give our spreadsheet a title. Click on the cell you want to start with and type expense for the year 2023. If you noticed, the text input overflows into other cells, and if you double-click on this cell, it hides some part of our title. So, in order to correct that, highlight the entire text or area you want it to occupy, by holding down your mouse right-click, and then select the entire text, then go to the Home tab, within the Alignment section, and then click on Merge and Center. By so doing, it merges the selected cells and centers it, so it no longer hides. You can make the text bold, like so. Then increase the font size, to make it appear better. Next, we add the months of the year. Just type JAN for January, then move your mouse cursor to the edge of the cell until it becomes a plus sign, like so. Then hold down your mouse right-click, and drag it, and count 12 cells, representing the 12 months of the year, then release the mouse. You can notice that it has been filled for you. This is called Flash Fill. Excel is intuitive and knows exactly what you're trying to achieve. You can also change the background color like so. Do the same for the expense. Just type expense 1 in a cell, then drag your mouse down to your desired number. Now let's fill this table with some expense data. Now, let's highlight the months and center each of them. Let's also do some formatting to make it appear better. Highlight the months and the data below it, then format it like so. You will agree with me that it looks much better than before. Now let's create some formulas. Formulas provide the real power in Excel. It makes your work easier by helping you set formulas to compute calculations in your Excel project. Now we want to calculate the total of each month's expenses, so under the last expense, we will type total, and write justify it. The common function to sum up numbers is called the AutoSum. First of all, click on the cell for the sum of the expenses to be placed. Then click on the AutoSum button. At the top right corner of Excel, as you can see. Then the sum formula appears on the cell where you want the total of the expenses to be. The AutoSum function fills in the function and detects the range and the numbers we want it to sum up. It also knows that January is not a number and so it ignores it. You can also edit the formula to suit your needs, just in case you have a different range. Press Enter. So right now we have just computed the total for only January. So to do the same for others, hover your mouse cursor to the edge of the January total cell, then when the cursor converts to a cross or plus sign, press down and hold your mouse right-click and drag it until you reach the end. You can see from the output that Excel understands what you are trying to achieve and it auto-fills it for you. That is the power of Excel. Now let's calculate the total sum of each expense for the year. And just like before, Excel understands what you are trying to do. Click on the cell where you want the sum to appear, and then click the AutoSum function button at the top, then the sum function appears. You can edit it if it doesn't show your range. If it does, Click Enter and Excel will compute the total for expense 1. You can do for others by holding down the edge of the cell and dragging it down to fill in our desired output. Very easy, isn't it? Now let's do the same to get the average. Enter another column heading for the average by typing average. Average is not in the editing group like AutoSum, so we will have to enter it manually. For the expense 1 average, click on the function icon at the top, like so. The Insert Function dialog box would appear. This tool helps us to build functions using any of the Excel functions, as you can see them listed in the dialog box. You can type the function in the search bar above, but since we can see the average function below, among the list of functions, click on it, if not highlighted, and then click OK. Notice in this next dialog box, that Excel detected our range of numbers. But notice that it included our total. We do not want that. So on the Excel sheet, select all the numbers you want to get the average for, as you can see. Then click on OK. There you go, we now have our average for expense 1. As we have learnt, to get the average for the rest, hold down your mouse at the edge of the average for expense 1, then drag it down to get the rest. You can leave it this way, but I don't like the decimal numbers there. So to remove them, right-click on the highlighted cells, select Format Cells, click on Numbers. For the decimal, make it 0, then click OK. There you have it, we now have the average for the year for each of the expenses. Then add top and bottom borders like so. That's it, we have come to the end of this video. We hope you learned a lot from it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.